Good morning again to everybody. I'm very happy to have a chance to make this webinar to all of you. So I'm Andrius Unikas from Marketing Department representing Teltonika Networks as a company. Today, as always, you can ask any question in Q&A. You can write anything to chat. Furthermore, again, we will upload this webinar recording to our YouTube channel and our web page. So do not forget to subscribe them. And let me begin this webinar with one important question. So do you use SFP converter in your business? Do you use a router in your business? And do you use a switch in your business? Do you use all these products for one single application? So we have a better solution with which you will not need to use different devices. You will use RUTXR1, a product that combines all-in-one connectivity. The most interesting thing are the features. Probably for every new product, features are the most important thing. So what features we have added? What new features you are going to see here in this webinar? So we have included our well-known 2 SIM card feature for the LTE backup, 5 gigabit Ethernet ports, LTE Cat 6 module, and dual band Wi-Fi, as in our previous RTX series products. Furthermore, we have added 4 new features, which we have never used before in our products. So SFP port, console port, dual power supply, and rack mounting option. About each of these features, I have an additional slide. So let's start with console port. It is a new feature in our devices. Furthermore, we have even upgraded it. And this console port actually is an RS-232 port in RJ45 form. So at least now it supports console over IP, acts as a Modbus gateway and Ntrip client. Also, we are planning Modbus RTU master and modem mode in the future. So as you have seen, our console port is a very important new feature since it gives you a free access to your RTXR1. Imagine that you have all 4 LAN ports working connected to 4 different devices, and you cannot unplug the device because the infrastructure cannot be stopped. So what you will do? So for local maintenance, you can simply connect to console port and access the router without a need to use any other LAN port or the Wi-Fi. Furthermore, as I have mentioned, we have thought about our clients, and we made our console port as an RS-232 serial interface. So it will empower our device to have a connection to legacy devices or to industrial machinery such as PLCs, HMIs, data loggers, and others. By having RS-232 interface in our RTXR1, basically you gain a possibility to use one single device for manufacturing plant infrastructure connectivity. Furthermore, I have to highlight that recently we have added USB to serial feature to all our X series products. RTXR1 has this feature also. So you can use USB to serial adapter and you will have even second RS-232 port. Going further with another great feature, which is SFP port. And with this port, our device can be connected to the internet via copper or fiber cable directly without a need of converters. However, SFP WAN port and WAN RJ45 is a combo port, well, meaning that you can use only one at a time. But in case you want to use load balancing between fiber and copper connection, you can change any LAN to WAN and have 2 concurrent cable internet connections. Also, our SFP port supports speed up to 1 gigabit and is configurable. Also, furthermore, our port works with most of SFP modules. Until now, well, our clients who have wanted to have fiber optic WAN, they needed to buy SFP to Ethernet converter. However, we understand that it wasn't the best choice for the solution, and using additional converters is not ideal due to additional costs and increased number of solution components. You know, a bigger number of components, a bigger possibility, a bigger risk for a failure. That is why we have created again RUTXR1 with SFP port. Furthermore, with this router, you can enjoy high fiber WAN speed up to 1 GB, and to have even 4 different internet sources: LTE, Wi-Fi, Ethernet, and fiber WAN. This empowers your choice to have any internet service provider. Furthermore, fiber connectivity is the best choice for businesses where you have fiber internet infrastructure already deployed, meaning you do not need additional expenditures. Uh, Going to another feature, 2 SIM cards. This feature is loved by most of our partners, especially those who were buying RT9 series. As we all know, RT950 and 955 are in the top 3 of our routers sold. Our partners are choosing these devices not only because of 4 Ethernet ports, as they do have it, but they are choosing because of the 2 SIM cards. Because this feature, 2 SIM cards, offers switching between 2 different operators, which is a key to ensure connection reliability, because you will never lose internet connectivity, which is required for example, for remote monitoring and management. Overall, in this way, you will not need to worry about on-site management, because with uninterruptible internet, our devices and the whole solution will be reliable and remotely accessible. Going further, another feature is gigabit Ethernet. Uh, we have even 5 ports of gigabit Ethernet, out of which 4 are LAN and 1 WAN port. So gigabit Ethernet offers high data throughput. Going further, the next feature which was introduced uh, well by our RTX series flagman, RTX11. This feature is very popular when it comes to transferring data wirelessly in public spaces, supermarkets, offices, shopping malls, or cafes. RUTXR1 offers 2 Wi-Fi bands, 2.4 and 5 GHz, with data transmission rates up to 867 megabit per sec. Furthermore, having 2 different bands empowers you to have 2 different Wi-Fi networks. For example, one for customers and one for private use. Also, this feature is sometimes called as dual band, MUMIMO, or Wi-Fi 5. Uh, and finally, you might ask, why should I need a router with SFP and Wi-Fi? I have an answer. Because you can use one single device for all your connectivity needs. Going further with one of the last hardware features, which I would like to introduce, is the support for dual redundant power supply. This feature is also quite new for us, since none of our devices had it until now. This functionality offers basically no downtime due to electricity supply disruptions if it is set up right. So you can power up RTXR1 by using PSU or by cable. Also, you should know that in some offices, for example, in our office in Kaunas, uh, our office has 2 electricity inputs. So you can use 2 different sources of electricity. Just do not misunderstand. This doesn't mean that you will use RTXR1 in your home, for example, connected to 2 different electricity sockets, and you will have dual power supply. No. Uh, this functionality shines when you are able to provide 2 different sources of electricity. For example, 2 different electricity providers, or battery and electricity provider. So dual power supply is very important in many countries which face electricity blackouts, for example. Most of these blackouts occurs, well, in Asian countries, but might happen anywhere. When there is a blackout, it is crucial to have electricity backup. And RUTXR1 again supports different types of electricity sources, such as batteries, UPS, even using two PSU can help in case of a rare PSU failure, for example. And the last feature which I would like to highlight is a rack mounting option. So this picture in the background, as you see, is taken from our server room in the first floor of our office in Kaunas office. So RUTXR1 stands, basically is as in a standard of 1U8 and perfectly fits to 19-inch rack, as you see here in this background. So it is very simple to install, just screw those screws and that's it. It is very easy to use as all other rack mountable products. Furthermore, apart from the new functionality that RUTXR1 offers you with all those SFP ports, etc., so it supports also our remote management system. With the latest release of RMS, XR1 becomes as a powerful remote management solution. Since most of your clients, our clients, will be using RUTXR1 as a primary and secondary internet source in one device, uh, to which many different other devices will be connected. XR1 with RMS enables you to have full access to all those devices in the network. You will be able to control and monitor everything remotely, no matter if it's a computer, laptop, printer, fax machine, whatever. Also, with using API, RMS with XR1 will be able to integrate the best RMS functionality to your own platform. So going further, I would like to take a sip of that water. Going further, as always, when we are releasing a new product, we are trying to make new use cases, which also can be found in our website with all those descriptions. The first one is pharmacy store internet infrastructure. So imagine that a consumer comes to the pharmacy store, spends more than half of an hour and chooses the right pharmaceuticals. He tries to pay, for example, with a credit card, but the payment terminal is not working. What will happen? The answer is simple. He will never come back to that store. Another case, a customer comes to the pharmacy store and has, for example, an electronic prescription. Seems fine, seems okay. But what if internet drops down and pharmacy store employee can't reach the database where prescriptions are stored? The answer is the same. He will never come back to that store. So we can say that for solutions, which includes different components such as payment terminal, computer, tablet, CCTV camera, the RUTXR1 is the best choice. This router is capable of being the primary and the secondary connectivity router at the same time. It supports fiber optic connectivity and is equipped with two SIM cards, as I have mentioned, for internet backup. Furthermore, it has also those two redundant power supplies for electricity backup, and it supports dual band Wi-Fi with 2.4 and 5 gigahertz for, for example, for staff and consumers. As seen in this topology, RUTXR1 provides Wi-Fi to wireless payment terminal and tablet, while Ethernet connectivity to computer and the camera. Also, RUTXR1 can be used as a single device to provide a secure, reliable connectivity, not only to pharmacies, but any small businesses or retail establishments. As I have mentioned, offices, another topology is office primary and secondary connectivity. So internet service providers are offering different connectivity options. Some of them are offering only copper or fiber. Others are offering only mobile internet connectivity, and some of them are offering both options. There is no answer which is the best. However, the biggest challenge is to have no internet connectivity downtime. So how we can control this? It is possible to control this by using two different connectivity options. For example, Copper or fiber with mobile internet backup. And in this scenario, as you see in this topology, our latest router, which I'm talking about today, our RUTXR1, is perfect for this solution. It is equipped with SFP port for fiber connectivity, and again, it has two SIM cards for the backup. So again, in this way, with one single router, you can use even 3 different operators and minimize the risk of a failure. And as in this topology, RTXR1 can be used, let's say, for various devices in office environment, from desktop computers to printers and meeting rooms. Also, you can connect different products, and it supports more than 100 Wi-Fi connections at a time. So it even can be used in medium-sized office. Furthermore, this device can enable day one connectivity with LTE and evolve with your internet infrastructure. Once you are up and running, you can switch to wired LAN or fiber and keep LTE for the backup. Going further, I have showed you already 2 use cases, but the possibilities for RUTXR1 are limitless. But why? You need to understand that RUTXR1 stands as 5 devices in one single form. It is able to work as an Wi-Fi access point. With RUTXR1, you do not need SFP converter if you want to use fiber connectivity. Also, it is a powerful and functional router that can be placed anywhere, including 19-inch rack, on a table, wherever you want. It offers LTE backup with 2 SIM cards, and it can act as a switch to transfer internet connectivity to other devices. This states that RUTXR1 is a perfect device for most internet infrastructure needs. It is very easy to use and deploy when opening a new office or shop. Just plug it and you have all devices in one form. Again, as I have mentioned, that you can put it anywhere you want. So this slide shows you that exactly, that you can use it in the rack, you can use it on a shelf in your office, you can even put it on the table in your home. And all of this with one single device. Talking about projects, I need to highlight that there are hundreds, probably thousands of different projects in which RUTXR1 would be, well, the best, the perfect choice. And these projects includes applications when RUTXR1, for example, will be used to access and manage data center equipment, or when fiber-based infrastructure needs LTE backup. You may also come across opportunities when RUTXR1 will be the best choice for enterprise connectivity, even without utilizing its SFP port. It is a very versatile device that will find many success stories. With RUTXR1, you get many new opportunities in the market, such as my mentioned data center remote configuration and control. In this case, RUTXR1 plays a significant role. Data center is usually a place with many different devices fitted into 19-inch rack format. However, the most important network device there is the main router, which is responsible for connectivity management for the whole server room. Usually, a maintenance of these master routers, they are called so master routers, is challenging. Expensive softwares, dependence on of uninterruptible connectivity requirement for certified engineers. So if the main router stops working due to a glitch, for example, or a configuration error, the whole network, the whole local network infrastructure might go down. And downtime, you know that it is expensive. Lost revenues, lost working hours, reduced client satisfaction. And to avoid this, you can have an, for example, IT admin on site working 24/7 and he will fix everything. But I believe that's quite expensive. Also, you can have an IT company managing everything remotely with expensive proprietary remote management software. But what if the router becomes not responsive over the internet? RUTXR1 offers easy solution. Not only you can place it in the same 19-inch rack form factor, but you can use LTE as an independent connection to the main router. Even when all other connectivity methods fail, you can access other devices on the network using RMS Connect. You can even access computers and make changes from anywhere. Finally, RTXR1 can provide LTE not only for remote access, but it can also for a much needed backup to keep the core operations running until full service is restored. Another opportunity which is very promising is new business connectivity. They say that time is money, but this is extremely relevant to new businesses setting up their shops and offices. Once they move to a new physical location, the internet and electricity are the two vital things important to get access to as soon as possible. While electricity will be uh, most certainly available, ISP selection, contract negotiations can take time. And every day without connectivity is a day your business is not generating revenue. With RTXR1, you can set up your retail or business connectivity in 10 minutes and start with LTE. Talking about 10 minutes, probably I'm lying you because we have a video released today which shows that setting up your RTXR1 takes 1 minute. So you can also watch that video in our YouTube channel. Later, talking about this opportunity, you can look for the best ISP offers and switch to fiber or copper service if you need it. Your LTE data connection will still be very relevant to help you avoid internet disruptions because, again, every minute can cost a contract. So it's crucial to have internet connectivity which would offer no downtime. So you can easily address scalability challenges with RTXR1 as well. When you grow, you can utilize its LAN port for additional routers, switches, access points, while keeping RTXR1 as the main router. One of our key focus is easy to use. All our products are very simple to install. We even offer configuration examples and videos how to make our product work. Furthermore, there is a possibility to control everything remotely via RMS. I mean the whole internet infrastructure. And thirdly, as mentioned before, downtime can be crucial. Average minute of downtime in the world of business costs more than $20,000. Furthermore, if internet will be lost in a coffee shop or a supermarket and the person will want to pay by the credit card, he will not able to do this. The dissatisfaction that the client will have, and he will never come back to your shop. Furthermore, as we offer a product with different internet connectivity options, we ensure that the connectivity will not be lost. So RTXR1 is a simple solution to be added to any infrastructure and offers secure LTE backup with dual SIM for additional connection reliability. So to sum up this webinar, RTXR1 is a product for many different applications. It empowers your business and your customers' businesses by providing one solution for primary and secondary connectivity, control and management of your whole network infrastructure without a need of any SFP converters. So do not hesitate and try our first enterprise series seller router right now and get basically everything that you will need for the beginning. The router, mounting ears for rack, all antennas, PSU, mounting pads with screws, and QSG with RMS flyer. So thank you very much again, and let's see you in another webinar hosted by Teltonika Networks.